So, I waited to go live until I was already almost hiked up the hill. So you only got to hear me huffing and puffing for like the next 4 minutes or so. And it might be blurry or whatever until I actually sit down, but I wanted to sit down and talk for most of this, so that's why I waited. Holy fuck, I'm exhausted. Almost dropped y'all there. Holy fuck, we're almost there. Not that much more to go. Come on, bitch. Oh, fuck that. Oh, my legs can't take it. We're almost there. And I've only been live 3 minutes. Holy fuck, I'll be so happy to sit the fuck down. Oh my god. I've made it. So that I can sit down and start talking and about like underneath, you know how Buddha was sitting underneath the, what do they call it, the Bodhi tree? I'm about to sit underneath the pine trees. Nice metaphor. Chilling with the pine trees with an awakened pine cone or third eye. Man. Oh, that was fucking brutal. I was better off where the fuck it was. Oh man, that was brutal. What's dope is I timed it right. Well, timed it wrong with the live stream because I was supposed to be live like 30 minutes ago. But I timed the edible right because I took an edible right before I left. uh, you know, I want to talk about the fact that, like, so many people say psychedelics don't work or psychedelics, whatever. And it's like, I hate to be the guy that, like, sounds rude or, like I don't know. Being real doesn't always come off as, like, beautiful or whatever, right? Because you got these ideas of spiritual teachers, or you got this idea of, like, that psychedelic dude that's like, oh, peace, man, it's all about love, and that's real. It's all about love. But because I'm a father, I understand there's this thing called tough masculine love, right? Like, your mother will love you just the way you are, even if you're, like, fat and out of shape. But your father will love you and encourage you to get in shape because he loves you. Like, so, like, I feel like so many people get caught up on the feminine aspect of love because they didn't get that. Like, I grew up with my mom, so, like, my mom loves like a goddess. So, like, we might have been a poor family. We might be a poor family, but she has the love of a god. So, like, I've had that feminine goddess love ever since I was a child. So, like, I don't know how to explain it, but so, like, when it comes to psychedelics, or when it comes to, like, this shit, right? I think the biggest problem is people don't like the I'm gonna ring you by the neck type shit that the psychedelics can do. Like, I don't know. I guess I've noticed that so many people are scared. They're scared to lose their mind. They're scared to have a bad trip. They're scared. But scared of what? Like, people are scared they're gonna lose their minds, but did you even have your mind in the first place? Like, if someone's like, I'm scared I'm gonna lose my mind, present to me the mind that you have right now. Like, what do you have that you're so scared to lose? Like, because when I started this, I was just some gangster thug dude, right? Yeah, like, so was it really that bad that I lost that mind? Like, this is what losing your mind is like, right? Where I'm visibly the best version of myself, mentally the best version of myself. I have a deeper connection with my daughter and mother than I've ever had, ever, right? I have a deeper connection with the earth and myself than I've ever had. When people say psychedelics don't work, it's the same thing that people say when meditation doesn't work. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, it's just the truth that they're not putting in the work. Like, When people say psychedelics didn't work or meditation didn't work, what do people mean? What did they think it was going to do for them? Like, are you sure you're not just putting like expectations on the psychedelics where it's like they're just supposed to show you some shit and you're supposed to do the work? Because, like, I've been meditating for fucking 8, 9 years, right? But, like, I could sit here for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, just like that. My mind can go silent, right? And I enter this immense, like, bliss, peace state of just being, right? But, like, that took work. I didn't just, and all of a sudden, now I can silence my mind and enter this Zen state. No, it took years of fucking work. I didn't just trip balls, man. Like, yeah, I did trip balls. But my version of tripping balls, I come out a better man. So when someone says psychedelics don't work, what they mean is they tripped balls, but they did not come out a better man. But that's because they were just tripping balls. They didn't get the point. Like, people are missing the point. Like, the point of yoga, the point of meditation, the point of taking psychedelics, the point of this shit is to become something from that shit that you've been doing. Like, what have you became? What have you become? That's the question. Not how many times have you tripped, not how many gurus have you spoken to, not how many psychedelic retreats you've been on, how many of these spiritual teachers you've paid for information. No, who have you became in that process? You know, because, like, I used to say all the time that, like, I take psychedelics spiritually, and then, like, I just started bluntly just correcting myself and saying, no, I take psychedelics shamanically because my intention was to become a modern shaman. That was the only reason I tripped. So if someone's using this thing, they gotta see, what are you doing? Like, if you're saying psychedelics didn't work, well, why did you start using them? Like, what were you trying to get out of them? Because the reason I can say it worked for me is because the only reason I tried psychedelics was to become a modern shaman. And now that I am that thing that I set out to become, I can say, yeah, it worked. Because it did exactly what I was attempting for it to do. Like, 11, 12 years ago when I started the journey, I started it with the intention to become the best version of myself, with the intention to become a modern shaman, like a real modern shaman that understands the inner workings of the dimension. I know how to meditate myself into that place and maneuver and bring information out and all this deep shit. But bringing that information out wasn't just to speak it, it was to become it. I am a walking, talking psychedelic now. Like, you will never know if I've tripped 5 times this week or if I haven't tripped in 5 months. You'll never know. Because I focused very hard, did a lot of hard work to make sure I integrated the thing into who I am. So therefore, like, no one will be able to tell anything. If I don't say, yeah, I trip often, you'll never be able to know I trip often. If I say I'm sober because of who I've turned myself into, they'll think I'm sober. Like, because it was never about how, like, using psychedelics or not using them or meditation or no meditation. No, it was about actually using these tools to become something. Like, I feel like that's the problem, that people are missing the point. What the fuck are you doing? And why are you doing it? And they're doing something over and over and over again, and you're still not becoming anything more than what you were when you started. Then you don't have your intentions or priorities straight. Like, I want you to see this view I'm just staring at real quick. That's what I'm looking at. You know, there's so many people that used to kind of like, because I'd be like, yeah, I've done DMT 800 times. I've done LSD about the same, about 800 times. Like, and it's like, I'm not saying this to brag or whatever, because I don't give a fuck about the number. Like, there's people that have tripped more than me, but they have not become more enlightened than me. Like, and I'm not trying to be that, like, saying that in an ego way. It's just facts. It's like people have such a hard time with straight facts, but like, you can't deny my results. You just can't. So it's like, someone that gasps at how many times I've tripped, they're not tripping for the same reason I trip. They don't get it. They probably still believe in bad trips. Like, no such thing. Every bad trip helped me become me. Because it wasn't bad. It was the intention of why I was tripping in the first place. To face my bullshit. To face myself. Like, and think about this. For 99.999% of my journey, all the deep trips I did alone. No trip sitter, and I do not recommend people do what I do, because people used to hate when I say this, but now it's like, what are they going to do? You can't deny it. I am a real shaman, obviously. So, like, obviously I can do these things, travel dimensions, like, I don't know, and I'm fine. I'm more mentally sane than most sober people. Like, and it's funny because I understand the whole thing. So it's like, I'm a shaman. So I've understood that, yeah, sometimes during this journey, I might lose my mind. Meaning, there was times where I was in a fucking psychosis for 30 days, bro. Where, like, I'm fucking out of it. Like, there was times where, like, I was just out of it for 6 months. Just completely, like, I don't know. Some people thought I was losing my mind. Some people, I was about to be homeless. Some people, like, whatever. But, like, the journey required me to do things that most people would have said were crazy. But that's how I know they're not on the same journey as me. They're just not. Like, you can say you take psychedelics seriously or spiritually, and that's true, but you don't take it as seriously or spiritually as me, because I'm willing to be homeless for this shit. I was willing to sacrifice everything of who I was to become everything of who I am. Like, people don't get it. It's a dedication thing. Like, I dedicated my life to this thing. It's not just something I do. Because that's the only reason I was able to become something. Like, there's so many people that are like, oh, you've tripped, you've done DMT so much. Oh, I have too. But then I look back 6 years ago and they're still basically the same person, just probably a little bit worse. Like, obviously the psychedelics didn't work for you because you weren't putting in the work. Like, the real work happens when the trip is over. Like, when the trip is over, that month or two after that trip is over, how much integration and work did you do about that trip that you had? Like, to change your habits, to change certain thoughts in your head, to analyze yourself, and if you had a bad trip, what made it so bad? Like, the problem is people let their fear block them from asking questions. Like, they'll be like, oh, I had a bad trip. Why would you consider it bad? Like, what, if I asked them what made it bad, I'd want them to explain it to me. And then maybe they'd explain, oh, they started thinking about something from their childhood. I'm like, that's good. Dig deeper into that childhood wound so you can heal it. Like, instead, people will run into their childhood wound while they're tripping, and then they'll run away from it because they don't want to deal with that. Like, but dealing with that is the reason why I tripped. So, like, when someone would say they have bad trips, I don't understand, because, like, I want to face my shit because I wanted to become a better man. Like, something I have noticed, though, and I'm just gonna be real right here, right? Because I'm just me. Something I noticed is that most of the people, like I respect everyone in the psychedelic community, spiritual community, whatever, right? But I have this weird intuition feeling that most people are not gonna like me. And the reason why people don't like me is, like, because they don't even know why they don't like me, but I do. It's because I'm the real deal, and I always have been. So, like, it's like it's like people just don't like the fact that, like I said this in the past, like, they don't want it to be me. Like, I was a little joking with my ego a little bit. Like, when I made a video about how, like, why did Mother Ayahuasca choose me? Like, and I was just being a little poking the bear a little. But, like, it's real shit that, like, she would have chose anyone who was willing to sacrifice their life for this shit. Like, because I don't even care about views, bro. You know how much views my videos get? Probably barely anything. I still became this, whether no one sees it. Like, because this wasn't, like, I feel like people miss the point that it's not about being seen. It's not about, oh, I've done psychedelics this so other people can see. No, it's about the fact that I get to die this man. Not the man the world tried turning me into, not the wannabe thug I used to be. I get to die the enlightened version of me. And I put some fucking hard work in to become this version of me. I didn't just trip balls. Those are just tools. Like, meditation, all these things are just spiritual tools. But people are forgetting that they're supposed to use the tools on themselves, so then you can die a better man than what you are now. And because I got into psychedelics from DMT, obviously my intention is a little more about death. Like, a little more about the fact that I want to die a proud man. A little more about the fact that I want to make sure that when I die, my daughter her soul still wants to be around me in the spirit world type shit. Like, there's so many parents that raise children where those children don't even want to be around their parents after they're 18, let alone in the spirit world. Like, so I guess I'm just trying to say that people miss the point because they're so scared. They're scared that the psychedelic is going to change them, but maybe it fucking should change you. Because, like, it changed me into a better man. It changed me into a better father. It changed me into a man who was, like, thinking more about the fact that I'm going to die one day, so I want to make sure I die proud of myself. So that required me to put in work on myself, not just trip balls. Because, like, I love and respect Buddha, but I could not respect the way he parented. So I wanted to do a different way, right? Buddha found enlightenment, but he had to give up the chance to have a deep spiritual connection with his son, right? He had his son, and he had to give that up. I refuse. Now, what's funny is I have sons that I don't know, but I have my daughter in my life who's been in my life since the beginning, well, since she was born. So, like, I guess what I'm saying is, like, I refuse to give that up just for the journey. So, like, people got to figure out what's important to them. Because like what was important to me was traveling dimensions with DMT, learning it, understanding it, meditation just to silence the mind, like, but then also making sure I have this deep bond with my daughter up until we fucking die. So then we can vibe in the DMT space together. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but my intention is way different. Like, why am I healthy? Why am I healthy? I'm healthy because I don't want to die on my daughter, bro. I don't want to fucking, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like this shit is about love, connection, and death for me, bro. Like, not tripping balls and all this other shit. Like, and what's funny, when I set out on this journey, I was not trying to become enlightened, but like, now that I'm like at this point in my journey, you know, that's when I made that video, like it was months ago, but I made a video saying if I'm enlightened, which is funny is because I knew time doesn't really exist. So like then I knew this version of me already existed. It was just in the future. So like when I made that video, if I'm enlightened, I already knew I'd be this version of me in time because time isn't real. So therefore, as long as I continue doing what I'm doing, I know where I'll be. So it's like, that's why when I was on the journey, like diving with DMT originally, when I was nowhere near this version of me, I could speak as if I was. People would be like, "Oh, you're so confident with the way you speak," or even though you're young and you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, no, I know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. You didn't know what you was talking about because you had no idea that I already had all the knowledge. It just takes time to become something from that knowledge. Like, people can repeat the words to me because they've also done DMT. They can say they've met the jesters in this, but can they say they became something from that? No, because it takes time. So if you're not putting in the work in the human world with time, like taking the time to put in that spiritual work on yourself, to apply the information that you've gotten from psychedelics, then you'll never become something from the psychedelics. You'll just be spitting out information from the psychedelics. Like, I can give you all the information, but that's not going to help you become a better man. You're not going to become the best version of yourself by just tripping balls. I was gonna say like two different comparisons, so I'm about to say them both. Okay, so I was like in my head, I was like, I'm the David Goggins of psychedelics, right? And then I was like, I'm also like the Gary Vee of psychedelics, and I mean that in two different ways. I mean I'm the David Goggins of psychedelics and spirituality, because like nobody's harder than me, bro. Like nobody. Um, and two, I'm like the Gary Vee of psychedelics because when I first heard Gary Vee, I didn't even like him. Like I remember the first time I heard Gary, I was like, bro, he sounds so rude and so like I don't know how to explain it. But then I got to understand him. And I was like, yo, Gary's dope. So like I have a feeling people are probably gonna do that same shit with me, right? They're probably gonna be like, yo, when I first heard Mark, like I didn't like him at all. Like he was kind of rude and he was kind of like whatever. But then like, you know, he's kind of dope though. Like, and it just reminds me like I don't hold grudges. So like I guess maybe because I've learned from Goku, like Goku is and Vegeta are like best friends, even though Vegeta originally came there to kill Goku, right? So like it's like me, I could like I don't hold grudges or whatever, but like Vegeta would be the only one that would prevent him and Goku from actually being close friends, because Goku would just be Goku, right? Like I don't know how to explain it. If you know, you know. Um, and I'm very similar in that way. Where the only reason if somebody doesn't like me, and like and the only reason we couldn't be friends is because of them. It has nothing to do with me because like I would just simply laugh it off. Like yeah, I bet I know you probably didn't like me in the beginning. Like shit, if I were you, I probably wouldn't like me in the beginning either. Like because people don't understand me. Right? Because even when I say that I created or invented a new term called multidimensional personality, people like kind of roll their eyes in like this ego thing, and because they're like, "Who do you think you are? You think you're some psychologist?" It's like, no, bro, you don't gotta label me. These words are made up labels by human beings. I'm a human with a mind. I'm a philosophical mind that can think for itself. So like as I analyzed myself, I realized that I do have a multidimensional personality, which is why people don't understand me. And then when I said that for the first time, people were like, "Oh, so you have like a multiple personality disorder?" It's like, no, 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 no. This is a brand new, never thought of by a human mind idea before. Like, I'm something that has never been thought of before. It's hard to explain. I've like, it's so hard to explain that I guess what I am hasn't existed on this planet yet. Like that's why I said a modern shaman. Like I'm literally trying to invent this idea here based on just me being me. And then everybody trying to put me in their box, right? Trying to put me in their box. Like, no, I'll make my own matrix, I'll make my own box, and I'll create my own shit. Just like I have created me. And really, I've had a lot of help, though. And I guess you could say, like, my daughter. Like, it's funny because I wouldn't be the man I am without my daughter, and she wouldn't be who she is without me. Like, it's a funny, weird spiritual thing we have here. Like, People need to work on their minds, bro, because like I guarantee I'm technically more poor than you. Like technically, I'm more spiritually rich, but like physically I'm technically more poor. I technically have it worse. I've technically been through worse. Like, but because I don't look like it, people assume that I haven't been through shit. But I'm so powerful that I've been through so much, but I don't look like it because the environment doesn't affect me. I affect me. So like, people need to work on their minds because like the littlest shit will shatter most people. Like, but everything that would usually shatter someone is the shit that helps build me into something stronger. Like, I said this in May. You can look back at like a short I made in like May 2025. I said something about like, I'm sick of getting more powerful. Like, I don't want to get any stronger. And then like, I forget who I said this to, but somebody commented was like, I don't understand how you wouldn't want to get more stronger, yada yada. And I explained, it's because I'm already strong. Someone who's not strong wants to get strong. Someone who is already the most powerful thing, I'm like, bro, I don't want to get more powerful. Like, I'm kind of sick of evolving. Yes, I can evolve. Yes, I don't have a human limit. So I can evolve constantly forever. Like, I don't have human limits. But I would like to just fucking chillax and be who I am right now. But if life hits me with one more problem, I have to evolve into a better version of myself. So it's like every time life hits me with a problem, you'll see that I have evolved into a better man. Because I had to evolve into someone who could deal with the problem. Like, and that's something I've learned from psychedelics. When I was diving deep with DMT, the very shattering breakthrough moments, if you don't know how to condense your consciousness and go through DMT space, your consciousness shatters as it's going through DMT space. So you have to learn how to center yourself and condense yourself as you're moving through chaos. I learned that from DMT, which is why I'm able to do that in life. I'm able to go through a shitty life, bunch of chaos going around, but it doesn't look like I'm in the chaos, even though I am. It doesn't look like it because I learned how to go through the chaos of DMT and condense my soul's energy into a point so it doesn't get lost by astonishment over there and break apart. And like, no, I've learned how to center my mind, center myself, like condense it, and then move through reality. But as it's condensed, the outside reality cannot affect the inside. So as I'm going through chaos in life and bullshit and problems and, I almost homeless and then this and then I'm not homeless and then I'm losing money and then I'm fine, and people would have no idea. They'd have no idea. They would think that life is so great because I'm looking great now. But like, no, that's just my spiritual work that I have done actually working. Like, I've put enough spiritual work on myself, so now I am that thing. No matter what I go through, I could walk through hell unscathed because I've put that work in. And like, this isn't new. It's only now that people just listen to me and believe me now because of the way I look. They're like, but I've been saying the same shit for goddamn 7-8 years. Like, I just shared a trip report from like 5-6 years ago when I took like 13 hits of L and like all this shit. But like, those type of trips would drive people nuts. Like, they wouldn't understand how I can just do those things and just whatever. But it's like, it's because I've learned how to center my consciousness even back then. Like, because, bro, I was homeless in 2013. So before I used psychedelics, there was a time where I used the fucking snow as a pillow on a bench once. Like, before psychedelics. So, like, I've gone through so much shit that it's like, nothing really affects me now at this point. It's just kind of like child's play. Like, they're like, oh, earth problems, there's war, the dollar might crash, all these, okay, society might crash. I really don't need it anyways. I don't care. Like, if it's there, that's awesome. I'll use it. I appreciate it. Thank you for being there. I appreciate it. If it's not, I'll figure out some shit. I got Mother Earth. I guess what I'm saying is, bro, I could lose everything. But I didn't lose anything. I still got the person I love the most next to me, and I still got me. I still got the light in my eyes. Like, and I've been through more bullshit than most people, but yeah, I still have the light in my eyes. Like, something I've realized is it's that. Like, I still have the light in my eyes. And like, why else do people trip? Like this is the thing. Like, when someone says psychedelics don't work, I'm like, what were you tripping for? I'm tripping to protect the light in my eyes. I'm tripping to become more enlightened, to understand death, to understand this, to become a shaman, to become, like, there's so much shit that's deeper than just, ooh, I'm tripping. But like, no, this is real results, real shit. Like, this world almost took the light out of my eyes, bro. This world almost fucked me up. But I refuse. And that's why people need to start using psychedelics to like, be like, no, this is a rebellious thing because I refuse to let this world take the light out of my eyes. I refuse to let this world force me where it's going to say, no, you can only use these molecules that we say are legal and okay. And it's like, no, I'm free. And I'm going to do what is free to my soul, bro. Like, because if I followed everything to a T, I'd just be some wannabe gangster thug dude that's still lost. At some point, you got to follow your own soul. And that's what I've been doing. So, like, when people say psychedelics didn't work or meditation didn't work, it's like, they weren't supposed to work. You were. And I'm not talking about a fucking job, because everyone's like, yeah, get a fucking job. I'm like, well, get some fucking enlightenment, bro. Like, what? Like, that edible's kicking in. I'm just vibing. I tend to get a little funny when I'm on an edible. It's funny because I don't know what the fuck this says, but his username says something that made me think about something, so I'm gonna say it. I don't know what that says. Carol Real Talk Coach. I don't know if you're a bot or if you're just translating something because like maybe you don't speak English or maybe you're just typos. Um, it says his username says me and the devil. No, and I was gonna joke about that because like I got a video. If you ever want to check it out, I got a video on this channel about what I think God and the devil really are. So because of your username there, I just thought it'd be dope if you check that out eventually. Conductor for oh, let me bring this up. Conductor 4A47 says, "Hey Mark, what's up, man? Oh shit, where are you going?" Say, "Hey man, what's up, man? Yesterday I was thinking that the psychedelic journey is like freeing your imagination, and all the normies basically are stuck and don't want to." Why do I keep? Oh, I keep losing that. Stuck and don't want to free their imagination and become it. Yeah, actually, because I feel like that's what. Like, I guess I really like the way you said that, because I guess it is like I have a free imagination because I'm free to imagine, and then see if I can actually try to build what I imagine. You know, like, but so many people are scared to do that. Like, they're scared to just like they don't trust their own imagination. I guess that's the thing. It helped me trust myself, trust the ideas that I have, as well as know myself. So then I know some of the ideas I have are kind of dumb or like, I'm like, oh, that's just like a caveman thought. Like, maybe I shouldn't do that thought, but like, me and the devil said I would love to. Also says, hey, you know my exams are coming. Before my exams 2 months ago, before I was studying 8 to 10 hours, but when the exams got close, I left everything. I became hopeless, procrastinated a lot, lazy. Oh, damn. That would happen to me too. Like if I had a test or something, because like I could have all knowledge for something, but if somebody is like, okay, here's the test now, I might go blank as fuck, bro. Like I do that in general with paperwork, with like simple paperwork. Like so, like I've done that with tests my whole life, so I feel you on that. So that sometimes that's like you psyching yourself out because you probably already have the knowledge. You're probably over prepared. You probably have it all in your mind. It's just, especially if you've studied enough. But yeah, that nervousness of like, oh, now it's test time. Now it's like really this thing, and then the brain's like blank. I just try not to look at it like a test then, and I'll be like, well, this is just this thing where I get to show what I've learned instead of thinking about it like, oh, now I'm being tested on what I've learned. Because like someone who's like doing show and tell has a little more fun than someone who is being tested, you know? Cause 287, what's going on, bro? Ow, bitch. I stabbed myself. Cause 287 says there's this paradox where the less serious you take it, the better you do. I bet, yeah. That's something I've learned in like, I don't know if it's like, because when I say it, I don't necessarily say the word less serious. I say it like, if I'm not having fun, like I feel like it's not gonna get done right. Like it has to be somewhat fun to me, or I have to try to make it fun. Because like when I would say this when I was working out, you'd have those extreme workout dudes that would be like, you know, you can't listen to music, or you shouldn't do this, you got to be tough. But it's like that wouldn't have got me to work out. I wouldn't be in shape if I did it that way. I had to have fun. So I would turn on some anime and I would pretend that I'm like trying to go Super Saiyan or something. So I'm trying to work out so I can, like, using my imagination in a sense to help push myself harder and have fun while I'm doing it. So then every time I would work out, I would almost be excited because I'm like, hey, I get to watch anime. But I'm also doing my reps, I'm doing my workouts, doing my thing. But I get to, like, I tricked my brain into enjoying it. So then I was, I guess, taking the workouts less serious because it was like, it was just becoming this fun thing that I was doing. Where then I started associating the workouts with anime and enjoying some of my favorite animes. So yeah, I just think like people get too serious with shit and then they kind of, it blocks them. I guess that's the same thing with psychedelics though. Like people take it so seriously, and don't get me wrong, like when I say I'm a modern shaman, like that's serious shit, like serious spiritual traveling the land of the dead type shit. But like it's also I'm having the time of my life. Like I'm having fun shattering my consciousness into pieces because it's fun to pick up the pieces and build myself into whatever I want to be after that. Like I find a way to make it all fun. Because if I'm not having fun, I feel like the world would fucking feel it. Like, because it goes back to the multi-dimensional aspect of me. Well, if I'm not the fun version of me, I'm the other version of me. Like, because regardless, I can get the job done regardless. This journey would have been accomplished regardless. Like, I'm just proud that I still have the light in my eyes. I'm proud that I was able to do this shit this way with love and light and like this thing, because I could have done it with the ego, with the darkness, with the whatever. I don't give a fuck. I could accomplish this goal regardless. But I'm glad that I became who I am now. Oh shit, bro. Ugh. I gotta be careful. You know what was just crawling on me, bro? I'm glad I got pants on and shit, but you know what was crawling on me, bro? A motherfucking tick. I be forgetting. You know the scariest fucking thing that these ticks can do is like, these motherfuckers can give you Lyme disease. Now I'm checking myself and shit. Been sitting down too long. And I hate wearing bug spray because like it just stinks so bad and it's so like chemical like, but I'm probably gonna have to start using bug spray now that the bugs are starting to come out. Huh, so beautiful, right? I wonder if I can go down here. I wonder how far this shit goes. Oh shit. This side of the hill ain't fucking been cut in forever. This used to be clear, but I think they stopped cutting this shit because like people like me would go out here and like they don't have this posted or anything, so like well, I gotta sit y'all down. I gotta do the business. Ah, bitch. You're gonna fucking rip my fucking jeans. Pricker bushes. Oh, oh. I should get like a long knife or something next time I come down here. Only reason I came down here today again is because I was gonna go down here this weekend. But it's literally supposed to fucking rain tomorrow, and then it's supposed to be in the fucking 30s or 40s next week and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Right? How the fuck is that a dead end, or is it? Or can I crawl underneath? And if I crawl underneath, is there a path that keeps going? I think it keeps going. Oh shit. Ow, bitch. Whew. Well, I gotta start getting back this time. This time I actually gotta be back at the right time. So thank y'all for joining me. But I'm gonna start heading back. So much love, everybody.